Francesa has so many fanatical fans. An era spanning nearly 30 years in New York sports radio ends on Friday. Mike Francesa, the drive-time radio host that's been a staple on New York's iconic WFAN since 1989, is stepping away from the station's mic after his final show. We all know, particularly from ESPN's awesome 30 for 30 documentary, that he and Chris "Mad Dog" Russo were trailblazers as sports radio hosts, but as someone who was an avid Mike and the Mad Dog listener growing up in New York City, I always wondered what turned Francesa as a solo act into such an iconic figure for die-hard fans, ones who might not have grown up with him and Russo together on their dials. Why was there a FrancesaCon, a gathering of his rabid fan base who went nuts when the host appeared in person, and Twitter users devoted to tweeting his clips and his quotes in perfect New Yorker style? The answer came to me as I listened to some of Francesa's final weeks. The man was a sport unto himself. We all tuned in to hear not about sports takes. Today, you can get those everywhere, from all kinds of voices and angles. We came to listen to the circus that his show became and the ringmaster's take. And that's not always a negative thing. Would he have one of his classic blow-ups about a local story gone national? View embedded content. How would he bob and weave with a caller over a point he vehemently disagreed with or a prank call? And would his predictions fall flat or come true? How would he respond to tabloid critics or rivals, like his ESPN New York counterpart Michael K.? Would he ask the tough questions in an interview with a big name? You get the picture. It was Francesa who sometimes became bigger than the sports he covered, and the proof was watching how those at FrancesaCon treated him with relevance as the sports pope. Love him or hate him, listeners, viewers and those who clicked on stories about him reacted, and that's exactly what he wanted. There's a quote from a 2014 Newsday profile of Francesa that stuck with me. "The one good thing is nobody has ignored me," he said. You don't have to have them love you. You don't have to have them hate you. You just have to have them want to listen to you no matter what. I have people say to me, "I never miss you. You drive me crazy." I say, you know what? That's music to my ears. The hope I have is the same that Funhouse, the person on Twitter most famous for delivering daily clips from Francesa's show, has for what Francesa will do away from fun, that he does something that includes interacting with listeners, which is what he's smartly doing on his final show. Those listeners became his co-hosts once Russo went to SiriusXM. Whatever Francesa does, as he'd say, after this, probably won't capture what he brought to the airwaves, but it's been an incredible run. What other radio host can say they're a sport unto themselves? More. DeAngelo Williams gets into heated argument with NFL Network hosts over Patriots-Steelers. Will Smith has a hilarious story about how insanely competitive Michael Jordan is. Dennis Rodman visits Kim Jong-un because for some reason, he likes me. Charles Barkley punched Shaq in the chest, immediately ran away. Hawks fan wins $10,000 with the ugliest form on a half-court shot.